It's Vegeta time, baby, with Dragon Ball Super Chapter 61, and Vegeta is the savior of this chapter, going so far as even to save Planet Namek, and the star of the show is most certainly his new technique. But there is a crazy twist regarding Moro, and you probably already know what it is. But in regards to Moro and Vegeta's fight, it's more of a pummeling that Vegeta gives to Moro as opposed to an actual fight. I do wish that there was more regular fights before Vegeta decides to use his new move. But during this first initial fight, while Vegeta is just kind of punching Moro, and Moro counterattacks and says that Vegeta will make for his finest meal yet. Now, this indicates to me that he is more powerful than Ultra Instinct Almond Goku, as Moro has seen and fought against Ultra Instinct Almond Goku at his absolute limit. And now that he's fighting Vegeta, he's like, okay, this guy is a real meal. And remember that Moro tried to steal Ultra Instinct Almond Goku's energy. The only reason he couldn't is because Goku was dodging it. So he can absorb Ultra Instinct's or energy, but couldn't because he just kept dodging it. But Vegeta keeps going, and I actually liked the dynamic of this fight in terms of the spectator saying, "Oh, is Vegeta getting stronger during this fight because he like dodges Moro's attack?" And they're like, "Oh, what the heck is going on?" But then they're like, "No, Moro is actually getting weaker." And so I really like how this was portrayed, the kind of progression of Moro weakening. And I also really like the part where Moro just grabs Vegeta in a crushing like vice grip and plows him into the ground. And he's like a little bit tired at this. He cannot get a hit on Vegeta after this. And this is when you notice the essentially the spirit leaving Moro's body with every hit that Vegeta lands. And Goku notices this and he's like, Vegeta, what is this technique? And Vegeta says that it is called forced spirit fission. And essentially, he rips away the fusion or intake or absorption that, i.e., the ki and life force that Moro has stolen from planets and life forms and everything like that. And he can even split fusions. Very interesting, and something that we may see in the future. But this is when they actually notice, and this has really reminded me of the Namek Saga when Goku was charging up the Spirit Bomb against Frieza, the giant ball of energy in the sky. Everybody finally notices this. This is where all the ki is going, and Vegeta's like one big major attack, kick right in the freaking gut, and just makes freaking Moro barf up a giant ball of energy. And this is when he finally reverts into a previous form of himself. The last time we saw the goatee, I think, was chapter 51. But I really loved the look of this impact. This kind of reminds me of when Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku punched Jiren. Like, the camera angle is kind of the same with the reaction from Moro and the gut hit. But really cool stuff. At this point, Moro is just out of options. He has no chance against Vegeta. And Vegeta, in his kind of redemption arc here, essentially takes that energy and returns it to its original source. So all the planets, all of the life forms that Moro has absorbed over the last few months is returning. Like, Vegeta, this is his savior moments. Like, he probably could have used that energy. I would think that he could have used that energy, but instead of using it, because at this point he doesn't need it, he returns it to its source. And Dende and, what's that little other Namekian's name? I freaking forgot his name. But they even noted on Yardrat. Really cool stuff. I've really enjoyed, like, Vegeta's redemption story here, like actually showing regret for the pain and anguish that he's caused over his life and his desire to make up for that. So after some very satisfying pummeling from Vegeta, we get some nice little character stuff between Goku and Vegeta, which is really nice in the middle of a battle and keeps everything fresh. Vegeta essentially, well, Goku essentially shows how impressed he is with Vegeta, and Vegeta says, "Victory is mine this time, Kakarot," which brings me back to my video, Vegeta is Stronger Than Goku Explained, where I analyzed the scene in, I think it was chapter 51, where Vegeta says, "I'm gonna go to Yardrat and I'm gonna attain victory over Moro and over you, Kakarot." And this is what he said that he meant. He wanted to be the one who wins against the bad guy in the end. But Moro is not down for the count. He tries to retaliate. He has no chance against Vegeta. Vegeta is way too much, which is very satisfying, and he expresses that he would rather win on strength alone. He would rather have a one-on-one fight, no tricks, you know. So he wants a fair fight, but the thing is that, you know, we can't really have, you know, fairness of just winning by strength against Moro. You know, Moro has all kinds of tricks up his sleeve, so you can't just be that way with him. And Vegeta knows this, and that's why he went to Yardrat to get this technique. So as the energy is returning to everyone, Paibara and Eska actually note that it's going to Namek and reviving all of the dead Namekians, only the ones that died from Moro's energy absorption. Now this is really weird because it's been months since these guys died, and you know, they would have started decomposing a while ago. Of course, they're Namekians, they're aliens, and it's a fantasy manga, so it's whatever, I guess. But Eska actually notes that the Dragon Balls were left behind. They must have protected the Namekians. I'm like, wait, what? So that's kind of weird, but whatever. So we have a very big, like, explain to the audience moment with Piccolo and Goku, where Piccolo is basically explaining what's going on through Vegeta's head and that he wants redemption and he feels bad for doing all those bad things. And Vegeta is actually notes also, like, I am a villain through and through. Like, I know I've done bad things and I'm most likely going to hell. And I'm thinking, well, you know, you've died before, Vegeta. You know, you died in the Buu Saga and you fought for the protection of Earth way back in the Buu Saga. And then even in Dragon Ball Super too. So, like, this is nothing new for Vegeta to fight to protect the planet and the universe, you know? What is a little bit new is him fighting for redemption, like actually showing remorse and fighting for redemption. So that's what's new. Him fighting for the universe is nothing new. But it seems like they're portraying it as if it is something new for Vegeta to fight for the universe and the protection of his family and, you know, planet, whatever. But Piccolo's like, it's because of you, Goku. You are the best. You don't need to change. You know, I don't feel like Vegeta's really changing all that much. It's more that we are seeing this side of him a little bit more, I guess you could say. But this is when things go topsy-turvy. And, you know, this is just Resurrection F all over again, guys. Vegeta's standing there about to blast the main villain away, and it's going to be like, yes, Vegeta gets the win. And then just gets the rug pulled out from under him because, as many of us should have predicted, this is Dragon Ball. There's going to be twists. It's never just straightforward. Good guy comes in and defeats the bad guy with a new technique. So Moro has an ace up his sleeve. And his ace up his sleeve is his magic, because he hardly has any energy left, but he does have his magic. So he goes up to Android 73 and Shimareka kills Shimareka for some reason. No idea why he bothered to. And then literally, like a fucking anaconda, eats Android 73. Just gobbles him right up like a freaking snake eating a rodent. Like, this is so crazy, guys. I mean, what? Who would have called, like, this is surprising right here. This is surprising. and kind of aggravating, because when this happened, Moro was extremely weak, and then we kind of get some off-screen action, which I really appreciated, because you don't know exactly what's going on. You kind of see it from Goku, Vegeta, or Goku, Gohan, and Piccolo's perspective a little bit. Until a second later when freaking Vegeta falls to the ground in base form. He is down for the count. So I thought this was weird because Moro was super weak, and Android 73 like absorbing him as in like a Boo type of absorption, which is additive, would not be even close to enough to match Vegeta. But as Moro explains, new Moro explains that he basically kept a whole copy of himself, but he says he kept a copy of himself including his combat abilities. I don't think that makes any sense. I think what he meant to say was all of his energy reserves. That would have made a lot more sense and make it make sense to why he's so powerful. But in terms of his design, I think it's some aspects of it are very interesting, but it's very generic. It looks like either a fan fiction design or a design from a video game, Dragon Ball video game. But I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess. But it's just like a matter of how are they gonna fight this guy now? He has full power and even stronger, as Goku and Piccolo confirm. And you know what? As a lot of us could have predicted, this this ace up Moro's sleeve puts the good guys at a severe disadvantage. So are we going to see Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, or is Maris and or the Grand Supreme Kai going to come in and do something? So very disappointing for Vegeta. Crazy twists. It kind of makes a lot of the buildup. You know, we had a lot of buildup with Ultra Instinct Omen and all of his training that kind of amounted to zilch. And then all of the training and hype up that Vegeta has had during this entire arc, basically meaningless, you know? So I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag for me. Like I enjoyed this chapter, I guess, but there's a lot of disappointments he had, but it's not over yet. We'll have to just see what happens next, and I really hope that Vegeta still gets the win here, because a lot of the energy that he sent back to its origination point, like, where is it gonna go if it's been too long since they've been dead? Like, I'm thinking that shit's gonna come back, and Vegeta's gonna be like, yeah, okay, well, they can't use that energy anymore. They're dead, and I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is grab that energy, you know, and get my freaking redemption, you know. So thank you very much for watching the video. As always, drop your thought waves down in the comments below, and take it easy.